Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with Ewan on GTA 5 bullying, well, trying to bully one of the flip trucks. Doesn't really work, however, does get one of the most spectacular stunts of the day, managing to do a double barrel roll over a helicopter. Well done, and nobody exploded either. Most impressive. This is what AK up next. Also on GTA 5. Now this was during the Mad Transform race. Now watch for the AI truck that explodes, rolls over, and then gets boost padded towards the golf carts. Just about managed to get out of the way of that. Yeah, in the distance things go crazy, but as it lands, it's upside down as a perfect missile aimed towards that golf cart. Very, very lucky to have got away with all of that. Jordangry on GTA 5 is playing around with the police mod. Stops to try and deal with a getaway car that's driven a little bit wonky, and the rest of the police force join in the driving quite wonky. Turns out they all wanted to go to the beach. Not a good place to have got out of your car, it is safe to say. There's at least two bikes and I think one car rolled their way down there, taking the player with them. It was a bit of a mess. Turns out the getaway driver's idea wasn't actually all that dumb, because it did confuse the police. Gabriel Games on Horizon 4 with a rather wheeling Porsche going for a speed run. However, a bit too much understeer and an AI car in the way leads to a big front flip. Gets away relatively well in terms of the landing. Could have been much worse, but still, a front flip off of a traffic car is unusual. Trailblazer having different issues with flipping, this time with an off-road buggy blasting around in the desert on Beam when a little bump gets things a bit too far gone for the bike. That's so many rolls for the car. It does come to a stop eventually, but that is a lot of puke would be coming out. A lot of puke would be coming out from that. Krisha up next on Mad Max is trying to harpoon the turret. However, has kind of turned the car in a little bit too much. The harpoon gets connected. The car clonks a wall and is then parked. I mean, it always managed to kind of glitch you over a wall. Impressive, but the car is quite stuck. Yeah, Mad Max World is not the place you want to be, stuck out in the middle of the desert with your car. I don't even know what happened to the guy in the back of it either, but it's it's not going to move from there. Limited Slip up next on Test Drive Unlimited 2. Now we've had vehicles falling over in the dunes, we've had vehicles getting stuck on walls. Sometimes it's just the floor. Sometimes it's just the floor that's a little bit too much of a problem for the Lancia. I don't know. I would say it was curb related, but it almost spins as it comes off of the curb. Whatever it is, yep, that race has gone downhill with some floor-related issues. Dilly up next to the Assetto Corsa is having, well, brake-related issues. This is a Autounion. It's quick, doesn't stop very well, and cannot quite make the incredibly tight hairpin. Bobbles over the wall, and then the floor decides to spit the car out. I think it got like 750 kilometers an hour when it was shot out, and everything's having a really, really bad day. In fact, this crash was so big, the replay broke in that it stopped showing the rear wheels. That's how big of a crash it was. Yeah, it was a big one. So, lots of speed, Autounion can't quite get stopped into the hairpin. Fair enough, easy to do that sort of thing with the car. It's not an easy vehicle to drive at those kind of speeds. As it frantically tries to get stopped, it's over the banking. It's when it hits the ground over the other side of the track, off it goes. It's just off to space with that one, with a lot of spinning around. Again, much puke. Much more puke than the buggy would have generated, that's for sure. Naz Crafton on NASCAR Racing 2003 with a big crash. I think this was an AI crash going on down here, but as ever with the NASCAR AI in this game, when there's a crash they don't really avoid it, which leads to many spinning cars. Yes, not only the vehicle that the camera was initially on having a lot of spins, this AI further back as we run through here just didn't ever slow down for the initial blue and yellow car, so that's now rolled over and then gets punted by somebody else. Yep, many, many glorious rolls. What more do you expect from NASCAR 2003? Clio Pleb with an unusual one from the same game. This is the pace car that hasn't gone into the pit lane. I like how it's on race lap 4 of 10, and the pace car hasn't actually left the circuit. Now that is rather dangerous, to say the least. I was half expecting to see one of the cars racing plough into the back of it. Unfortunately, they don't. They do all drive either sides of it. But yeah, it's just never never got called into the pit lane. Again, this is not like the second lap either. It's not like the start and then it's just wandered around. It does actually go to the pit lane on this lap, but it just decided it wanted to hang around for a while. Yeah, definitely not what you want. Speaking of pit lanes, as Enchiri on Project Cars 2 is driving the absolutely beautiful Porsche. However, as we go to leave the pit lane, Sonoma decides no. So the player has no control of the car while it's in the pit lane. I don't know what's happened as it's tried to get out of the pit lane. Seems like, we don't actually see because it's all in the interior camera, it seems like the rear wheels or wheels fall through the floor and it just gets the car stuck. However, Inferno the Fox, this on Gran Turismo Sport, has much more problems. This was actually during a stream a little while ago that we had on this game. For whatever reason, we were driving the Group 3 cars at Nürburgring and everything forgot how to pit lane. And I mean everything. Now, a couple of cars squeeze their way out that are further down the pit lane. Those that are in the mid to lower part of it are just doing this. I don't know why. Again, this is AI controlled. The players have no control of the cars. I think you see my Porsche is just about escaping, or will escape at the end of the pit lane. I sneak out because I was in one of the earlier grid spots on this. But every single car is doing this. I don't know why. I have absolutely no idea what they're doing. And this goes on for a while as well. This isn't a quick sort them out. Everything is just reversing. We now got the McLaren going the wrong way down the pit lane. The cars are backing up and turning around. The GTR's almost got itself free. The Lexus has gone a very much wrong way down the pit lane in all of this one, and still they continue to cause chaos. As I said, I had just snuck my way out at the end. I was actually parked up at the end of the pit lane watching the mayhem unfold as they couldn't do it. Eventually the McLaren and GTR, you know what? Screw it, now we're going to go. And the Lexus goes, and another car actually further back as well. They just all of a sudden cotton on, oh wait, we should be doing driving, and off they go. I don't know. I still to this day don't know what they got so confused about with all of that. But there we go. That is going to be it for this week's FailRace episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. At the very top of the page is the FailRace clips and mission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. That, though, shall be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.